Father, I believe the king's intentions are now quite clear.
So, the earldom and everything goes to Terios. Of course it does. Nothing ever goes my way.
There's no more time to hesitate. Terios must be eliminated.
If only the princess were to disappear, then the matter of a marriage between Terios and our Bene could certainly be considered. Of course, there are various things to take into account.
But eliminating the princess is a huge risk. What about the king's wrath?
This is the place, Your Majesty. This is where my father was murdered.
I know this must be difficult for you.
It's all right now, Your Majesty. This room remains as it was on the day of the incident.
Has the cause of death been determined? What weapon did the assassin use?
It would appear the assassin used a poisoned dagger, Your Majesty. The symptoms of a potent toxin, one that would be fatal with even the slightest contact, were evident on my father's body. These fabrics and ornaments on the desk, Your Majesty, are traces left by the assassin. The fabric was torn and left on the windowsill, Your Majesty. This ornament was clutched in my father's hand when he tried to grab the assassin.
Who is in charge of this investigation?
Lord Rappel is overseeing the investigation, Your Majesty.
I don't know him well. Do you trust him?
Lord Rappel was a loyal servant to my father, and he's responsible for managing this estate. Everyone here follows him and is under his influence. If you don't trust him, you'll find yourself isolated here.
Your father chose this place as the center of his estate, likely because he trusted Lord Rappel, the man in charge here.
Yes, Your Majesty. He welcomed my father and me warmly when we arrived here, and he showed great loyalty to him. He was grateful that my father chose this place as the capital of the estate, and he was pleased to see how it prospered and how people gathered here because of it.
Well then, if I am to entrust him with the investigation into your father's murder, I must be able to trust him.
Theo, can we truly trust everyone in his family?
His family consists of his daughter, Benny, and Lord Rappel's illegitimate son, Sean. Benny is a kind young woman, but Sean, he's a bit unsettling, to be honest. He doesn't show himself much, but I always get the feeling he's pulling strings behind the scenes.
I share your sentiment. Sean's gaze is indeed too intense. However, let us observe. Let us see how Lord Rappel handles this matter. Does he know about these clues as well?
No, Your Majesty. I haven't told him about them. I'm concerned because the fabric is green, the color of Lord Rappel's family, and I'm not entirely certain that the ornament belonged to the assassin.
In that case, we shall entrust him with the investigation. But I want these clues pursued through other channels as well. I will personally handle this part.
I'm uneasy about Benny leaving so abruptly at dinner. Theo, is everything all right between you and her?
No, Your Highness. Benny has always been kind and polite to me. I think of her as a dear sister.
I'm concerned about the way Benny looks at you, Theo. I'm worried about what she might be thinking.
I will take care of this matter. You all should focus on the upcoming festivities and what you need to prepare.